Hey guys, Azzapp here. Recently Bjergsen has uploaded a video of him playing Vel'Koz, which I was very excited about naturally, and someone suggested in the comments that I should review the video and analyze the Bjergsen Vel'Koz playstyle. Now remember guys, if I find some things that I would have done differently or some mistakes by Bjergsen, that doesn't mean that Bjergsen sucks or am I flaming him. Not at all, that's just the nature of reviewing gameplay. There's always more than one correct outcome, more than one correct play, and also finding mistakes is kinda easy in the post-game review. I'm sure Bjergsen wouldn't have played the game same if he watches this again. Before we start, I will quickly show you how you guys can get your replays reviewed. I'm sure most of you are aware, but this is QGG and these are my current sponsors. I do all my coaching over this website. If you guys want your video of your Vel'Koz gameplay reviewed and turned into a video of the same style like this one, all you guys have to do is upload the replay through their Q replay and just tag me in it. And then in a week or so I will choose one replay that I will review and post a video about it. If we get a lot of people interested, I'm looking to make an ongoing series of educational content similar to this. Vel'Koz is a great pick here.
Vel'Koz against Ram is maybe not bad because I have all those active items. Do I need to go cleanse?
Until they pick Rakan and fucking clip. So that kind of makes your life a bit miserable, but it's fine. I would suggest cleanse in this game, definitely. He doesn't go cleanse.
I think I'm gonna go Mercs anyway.
I like it because he's greedy. He's kind of greedy like me.
So I don't regret it.
Cleanse in Syndra matchup is pretty much mandatory, especially because they have even more CC. I would have gone cleanse here most likely. Going heal is greedy, and if he doesn't get camped, he's gonna be fine. But if he gets camped, he can fall super behind without cleanse. I'm not a big fan of Glacial Augment style, because in late game your item build will suffer so much that you will deal significantly less damage than with Comet. Just by that you rely on your teammates way more, because you're more of a mid lane support while running this. You're just trying to support your team, providing CC when your team doesn't have any. When should you take Glacial Augment? That's one super common question in my stream, like every day 10 times minimum. So the general times where you wanna go Glacial instead of Comet. When your team has a lot of damage, so you don't need to be a hyper carry. Also, when your team lacks CC, let's say your team has like Graves, Kha'Zix, Kai'Sa, a bunch of those high damage carries, but not enough CC. So you want to provide enough setup for your team. So you can play Glacial, it's a lot easier to play. All you gotta do is just initiate the fights with your Twin Shadows, with your GLP, just set up the teammates with your slow, and that's gonna work beautifully. You're gonna get so many assists and you will be extremely useful. But if your team fails and they can't carry, then you made a big mistake. That is one of the biggest risks when you're taking Glacial. By the way, I'm not a big fan of Biscuit Delivery combined with Time Warp Tonic, combined with Corrupting Potion. That's why mid lane is so coin flip and so boring. None of mid laners will ever get the lead, because both of them will just sustain and never get punished in their life. And it just neutralizes the mid lane. Two mid laners get out of equal most of the time, and then you just depend on the other four teammates. Like 4v4, who wins the game. Like you pretty much take yourself out of the equation. But if you do not run refillable or corrupting and opponents do with Time Warp Tonic, you kind of get fucked. You're playing like on legendary difficulty. Okay, it's Syndrome matchup. Syndrome matchup is very difficult early game. You don't want to fall behind. If you fall behind early game, she kind of has the priority on you. That's why getting Corrupting is a very good option. Syndras will generally try to just keep trading all the time. They will just try to go for the Qs, and when they level up W, they will go for the E, stun, cheese, and try to proc electrocute on you. So Bjergsen kind of knows this, and he's playing very smart here. He totally predicted the stun, because he knew it was coming right after the level up. It's a very smart way to play this lane. Because he's not running cleanse, any stun is potential kill when having a Rammus hard CC jungler. Here you see him maxing W and just hard shoving the wave to avoid trading. Because Syndra has a choice now, she can either trade or do the wave. If she does choose to go for a trade, she will lose because she lacks minions. And she will lose a lot of mana without even getting the farm. Now Bjergsen gets some free poke in there. Beautiful.
Rammus hasn't showed yet. He's gonna try to stun me off this ball.
Okay, that was horrible by Syndra. Now's the time to counterattack. When Syndra doesn't have stun, it's your turn to go aggressive. Now Bjergsen needs to position aggressively and try to punish her. Okay, he's shoving right before a gank. He should have just held on for the W until she does the cannon and then go aggressive. Okay, that was a good Q. Even though the Q missed, it's always better to release it like after, not before. Because if you release it after, they either get hit or juke towards you, which is really good when your teammates are coming. It's a gank setup. Luckily for her, Rammus is here, so she doesn't have to waste summoners. Okay, he has slight advantage in the lane now. Oh boy. If you guys are watching my streams, I would be so happy right now. Because you're a level ahead because of all that push. Bjergsen has the level 6 power spike, and she just missed her stun. That means she can never burst you, she can't stop your ulti, you got free pass to go aggressive. Okay, let's see what he does. This is just perfect. This is just perfect scenario. Let's see what Bjergsen does. Okay, that's not the best. That's not the best play. I'll show you how to play this way better. That was a very random and careless attempt. Like, if she has the stun, that's how you play it. If she has the stun, you try to go for maybe like a random trade all of a sudden to burst her before she can interrupt you. If she doesn't, feel free to move aggressive. This will not obviously kill because he like stuck. He doesn't have another stack for a true damage proc. So that was just pretty much waste of an ulti. After this stun, let me show you how this should have been played. Okay, we're at the point where she missed the stun. And this is how it should have been played. Bjergsen should just move forward towards her. Even if he face tanks a lot of damage, it doesn't matter, because you're trying to set up a kill and she can never kill you at this point. You have pretty good vision, bottom side. You have really good vision here in the bottom side. Rammus is not there. You have Trundle here. Rammus is not there. Even if he is, you guys win the 2v2. It doesn't matter. You gotta go aggressive. Okay, this is good. He moved and went for the auto attack. In my mind, he should have moved even further to get in between these minions. If you are in between these minions, in between these two lines, you have really good advantage. He makes a mistake by starting the play with E, which is pretty damn, like, that's a rookie mistake. Starting your combo off with E should be a very desperate attempt. Like, when you're losing, you try to get him on a cannon maybe with like a E start. If you hit it, you go full combo. Sure. But when you're ahead like this, you have total advantage, total control. You move in close between the minions and then shoot Q, either side. This side or this side. Whichever side you shoot, it works. Because what that Q will do, it will set you up. You either land the Q and then follow up with a combo, or you zone her with the Q in between minions where you just dish out the entire combo, proccing 2 true damage rotations. He starts with EW, which is... I don't like it at all. Then he lands the Q nicely with a backwards Q combo, but it doesn't matter because ulti will never kill here. And he just whiffed his entire combo. By the time he gets it again, she will have her stun and she will have level 6. So he just wasted a crucial opportunity to get a kill here. That was just a very careless attempt. He uses ulti, he gets a little bit of punish. Not enough. Okay, everyone is missing. Bjergsen is very smart at shot calling here. He's a very experienced player. So he obviously knows to take care here because he's not running cleanse. He has no safety. He will get bursted if he gets stunned. So he's playing this pretty smart.
Before the ignite comes out. Oh no.
Okay, that was just a random trade. Yeah. Certainly worth for Bjergsen, because he can punish the flash later on.
It's really obvious that I'm in here, but she might fall for
okay, this is a classic strat, but why not try it? Like,
holy, look at all this damage.
Okay, he gets some.
Meta is so lame. With
wait, did he have ulti there? He had ulti here actually.
She might fall for it anyways.
I would have went for a full combo then. He did it correctly. Like, if you take away the flex seal dude, you will see that he did a juke backwards right after that. And this is where you expect to use ulti. She has no flash. He just popped a combo. That's enough damage. That's one true damage rotation. Ulti plus second one would get her to like here. She would be dead. And he did a juke backwards, so he kind of moved away from the original point. She obviously has no idea where he's shooting from. This is what I would do usually. When I do this, when I do these tricks, I will usually do it like this. I will shoot a combo just like he did, and then he tries to reposition, which is very smart. All you gotta do is just leave the original position. Because they will automatically like try to panic and Q stun here. And then you just have to move side or backwards, because you can kind of outrange her, which he does. He moves back. At this point he should just let go the ulti. This is where you just ulti and you get a kill. She pretty much has no counterplay. She will have to move slightly forward, then stun you, which requires like superb thinking by Syndra in a panic moment to stop you. You should get a kill here. See, in my mind, that should have been either a kill or just getting her super low.
With these sustain items.
Yep, meta is lame.
Last year, lane's already won.
Yep, poking doesn't matter right now because everyone has corrupting.
And, some fucking cookies, and then we're good to go.
Poking like that doesn't matter that much, so you gotta go for a kill. Okay, at this point he has Twin Shadows. This is the time you kinda outskill Syndra. If at this point Syndra hasn't killed you and got slight lead on your teammates or on you, she's behind. You're stronger than her. This is a power spike that you want to play around. This is where you just try to do Twin Shadows when she's slightly further in lane, follow it up with a Q while trying to dodge her stun. She will most likely panic and try to stun. If you dodge the stun, you get a free kill or a flush. One of those two. Okay, there's not much counterplay against Kled and Rakan. You have to flush out of there. His team just got caught. WQ combo, nice.
Oh, not an ideal flash. Maybe Poppy and I can clean up.
That's a lot of damage. He played it correctly. Now he's trying to get some kills. That was a very good Zhonya's, by the way. Very good stopwatch. Right before the CC chain. Really good. That Q was a bit careless, but great combos.
Here we go, Poppy.
That was brilliant. Not much to say about that one. That was just great.
On the wave. What the heck?
She used the stun. He knows it. He goes for the combo. It doesn't matter. Even if she lands the combo, she will not kill him. Just trade. That's what we were discussing earlier. Like, this is the max damage she can deal.
On the wave in front of me like that again. It's disrespectful.
Yep, it is disrespectful.
I feel like Trundle really doesn't know what he's doing this game, where he's like really out of it. He's never.
This is the mistake of the glacial augment. This is where you kind of start doubting your glacial augment. You're 404. You're doing wonderful. But if your team starts getting picked off on the sides and they don't play around you, because you're the facilitator of most of the fights, they should play around you. If they don't, then you kind of start to feel the game slipping away, because you're trying to set up plays for non-existent teammates, and that's extremely frustrating.
He's always like in the sideline doing his own thing.
Now he just slows, but he has no one there. He has no one there. I would have comboed there. Even if they go onto you, that'll be a good punish. I'm pretty sure Bjergsen should have... Yeah, he got Rakan flush, but that's... I think he could have done much better. We will see that one again. He could have done much better there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, double heal. Kai'Sa still deals damage. It's alright. They still got 4 for 2. I'm pretty sure on this combo I would have used ulti. That would be a hell of a lot of damage. Plus he has summoner, so he can always just get out. And it would bait a fight over the wall in your territory. I think it could have been a lot better because of it, but it still turns out fine, so... This mistake doesn't get punished quite a lot.
Respect on the aggression though. He's not gonna expect me to chase him all the way here, is he?
Okay, he's chasing Rammus. He has Twin Shadows. Max range Q. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, that was a
Whatever,
great.
Rammus.
Well, like, I mean, this is technically not a mistake. You can't quite blame him for this one, because skill shots are naturally missed. And you will always miss skill shots. Doesn't fucking matter, dude. Like, you can't hit every single skill shot. You can't count that as a mistake too much. It's kind of a 50-50, let's be real. So it's just about mind game, trying to guess where Rammus would go. Okay, this fight is in a nice choke point. But that ulti is not that great. I think he used it too early here. His teammates are still pretty beefy in the front line. They're like around 50% on average HP. And Varus is still not there. You kind of don't want to use it at a single target that doesn't have true damage proc yet. Use it on Remus even before he had 3 stacks procced. And it was 1 target. After Remus used this combo, which means he's kind of useless in a fight. He's dishing out nice poke. His teammates kind of messed up by going downwards instead of towards him to try and bait that stuff out, but it doesn't really matter because he used the ulti already. At best he can get like a half combo on them. Yeah, this is where you should back off. Really? You will not win this fight. They have no tools whatsoever. Yep. I mean, he still hasn't died. He still hasn't made a positioning mistake. So you can't blame him. He's obviously like doing better than Syndra in this game. But you can always kind of do more in solo queue. That's a trick of solo queue. You don't have to play better than your opponent. You just have to play as best as you could. That's how you gotta see it. Victory is not truly a victory. Loss is not truly a loss. It's not about LP gains or losses. You just gotta compare yourself to an imaginary perfect player. How would a perfect player play? That's how I always try to make myself play better. Even if I win, I try to compare myself. What would a perfect player have done? What would have gone differently? Could I have carried that game faster? Could I have made less mistakes? And you always can. That's the beauty of it. That's how you always try to keep improving. This is just Varus going in too deep, them trying to make it work, and then because they have Rakan and Kled, the engage just cannot fail. Look at that Rakan Kled combo. He doesn't have cleanse. With cleanse flush, maybe it would have lived, but probably not. That was just poorly devised fight with Varus in front instead of Poppy Alistar. Okay, they gave up Baron. Here comes engage. This is where they have to position correctly, but they don't have Trundle, so they will lose this pretty much anyway. Yeah, he would have to get a perfect combo. He got a lot of damage in. He's really hesitant on his ulti.
Not bad, not bad.
He should be ulting more aggressively there. Okay, that's again kind of a weak ulti. He barely gets 1 true damage proc. Opponents are extremely greedy chasing kills here. They fucked up a lot. They saved the game. It's fine. Oh damn. And the triumph. Wow. Okay, he gets 1. He has Twin Shadows. He should be fine. Opponent's fucked up. Ooh, he's panicking. Those are called panic plays. Not a structured combo. Oh, that's so sad, dude.
Too many skill shots.
That was kind of a panic play right there. He just saw that he needs to land 1 ability, and he just tried every pattern, like left, right, center, and he just got juked. At that point, it's best to like not panic, calm yourself down, and devise a proper plan. Like try the Q, use the Q to your advantage, because by shooting Q to left side is going to limit the possibility of dodges to your W and E, and then you can kind of land that more effectively. So he just like started panicking. He used every single ability when he had them, and that's a classic mistake. Those happens very often. It's very nice to be calm and just know what's your next move. That was hell of a game. Now here's the thing about it. He played it pretty damn well. You can't blame him. He played Vel'Koz very nicely. He even played the playstyle kind of too correct for solo queue. Because that's a team game. He was playing a team game. He was just trying to fall back. He was trying to do his part, which he was doing. If the teams were equal, he would have won. But in solo queue, you just have to recognize when you need to do kind of more. When you need to go for those risky plays. Comboing a single target will not win you a game there. Because your team is obviously farther behind. There, you kind of have to try to go for those risks. Even if it means you fucking up, you losing it all, you have to go for those aggressive plays. You need to look for the 2-3 man combo, which will turn around the fight immediately. In solo queue, it's very important to remember, it's not just you against your opponent. You beating your opponent doesn't mean you win. Solo queue is just you getting put into a certain unique scenario that no one has ever been in. And you just have to try to figure out a way how to win it. That's what solo queue is, basically. What he did was very nice consistency of a player. That's a quality of a good player. They will always be consistent. Even when you're behind, you will still farm, be consistent, position correctly. But sometimes solo queue needs a little bit more of a push to turn around the game. Anyway, great Vel'Koz gameplay. It's nice to see some other Vel'Koz players. It's kind of rough out there. It's kind of rough out there being one of the sole Vel'Koz players. One of the best things about this is I can finally see how other people play Vel'Koz. I've been playing Vel'Koz for ever since its release, Season 4, and I'm just spamming it, and you rarely get to see other Vel'Koz players. So it's kind of harder to learn, because you don't have tricks to pick up from anyone. You have to kind of invent your own stuff. And seeing how other people interpret Vel'Koz playstyle is pretty fun. Pretty fun to compare to yourself and see if you can learn something from them, while offering your opinions to help them as well. If you guys are interested in coaching, you can go to QGG and just find a bunch of other coaches, including me. And if you want to get your replay reviewed, you can contact me. I will try to get my hands on some more Vel'Koz content from other people, try to interpret that, and we both can learn even further. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and thank you so much. See you on stream.